Ever wondered how that little piece of metal in your pocket came to rule the world? It's a story that starts long before credit cards or digital wallets, back in ancient Lydia, around 600 BCE. This is where the world's first standardized coins were minted from a natural alloy of gold and silver called electrum. These weren't just shiny trinkets. They were a game changer, a reliable medium of exchange that made trade fairer and simpler. But it was another rising power that would take this idea and forge an empire with it. Enter Rome. As the Republic expanded, it needed a way to manage its growing economy, pay its massive legions, and collect taxes from diverse provinces. The answer was the denarius. Introduced around 211 BCE, this silver coin became the backbone of the Roman economy. Imagine the sheer scale of it. From the cold frontiers of Britain to the bustling markets of Egypt, a single unified currency was in use. This wasn't just convenient, it was revolutionary. A merchant in Spain could sell his olive oil to a buyer in Syria, and both would understand its value instantly. The denarius broke down economic barriers, fueling a level of trade and economic integration the world had never seen before. It was the financial glue holding a vast, sprawling empire together. Roman roads may have carried the legions, but it was Roman coins that paid for their march and powered the engine of conquest and commerce. So, how were these powerful little objects made? It was a surprisingly hands-on process. First, a blank metal disc, called a flan, was heated until it was soft and malleable. Then it was placed between two dies, hardened metal stamps with engraved designs. The bottom die, the anvil die, was fixed in place, while the top die, the punch die, was struck with a heavy hammer. Wham! In a single, forceful blow, the design was imprinted onto both sides of the coin. This process, known as striking, allowed for the mass production of coins, churning out thousands a day to meet the empire's demands. But the design itself was where the real power lay. Early Roman coins featured gods and symbols of the Republic, but with the rise of the emperors, something changed. The emperor's portrait began to dominate one side of the coin. This was brilliant propaganda. In an age without mass media, coins were the most effective way for an emperor to broadcast his image and authority to every corner of the empire. Each coin was a tiny, portable billboard declaring who was in charge. It showed the emperor as a strong military leader, a pious figure, or a bringer of peace. When you held a denarius, you were literally holding a piece of imperial power in your hand. This transformed coinage from a simple economic tool into a powerful instrument of political communication and control. The Roman monetary system didn't just disappear with the fall of the empire. Its legacy is all around us. The concept of a state-guaranteed unified currency that facilitates trade and projects national identity is a direct descendant of the Roman model. Think about the euro, connecting dozens of countries, or the US dollar, a global standard. They all operate on the principles Rome perfected 2,000 years ago: standardization, trust, and the fusion of economic and political power. From the denarius to the dollar, the blueprint remains the same. The Romans didn't just build aqueducts and roads, they built the very foundation of our modern economic world. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey through history fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories behind the world we live in. See you next time.